Hey everybody, Karma here. Thank you for joining me and welcome back to my channel and my life stories. This video was sponsored by Pop's Trading Post. A link to Pop's Trading Post has been listed below. The first story I have for you today was submitted by an author in a blended family. The second story is about an unusual object that brings a father and a daughter closer together. So time to relax and prepare to listen. And now, on to the first story. A little background. I married a man who had custody of a 5-year-old son. In our state, custody going to a father was rare. There had to be evidence of abuse to merit this kind of decision, and my husband has had custody from the time his son was 18 months old. He recounted to me once how he had received a son from his ex, with spoiled formula in his bottle, a dirty diaper, and a terrible rash. He was instantly concerned when he saw that his child was barely able to lift his head on his own. When I came along, I interrupted the inner sanctity of this sacred circle. I found myself faced with the wrath of a surly young man. No matter how many happy meals I bought him, how many games we played, cartoons we watched, or how much time I spent with him, I could barely get more than a grunt or a huh from him. I worried that I would never be able to reach him. I knew that I should not take any of this personally. He was afraid to let anyone get close to him besides Dad. I reminded him that we were family now, and no matter what he did, I would never go away. But it took time, and little by little he started to thaw out towards me. It had taken months, but as we were headed towards Christmas, I used as much subterfuge as I could muster to find out what he wanted for Christmas. His dad was always working, so I knew that it would fall to me to get all the Christmas shopping done. One day, he invited a friend from school over to our home. As I casually eavesdropped, I heard him say that he really wanted a Count Trollula for Christmas. And I mean, he really wanted a Count Trollula for Christmas. Count Trollula was a hideous and very popular toy in our state. It seemed that every single child wanted one that Christmas. So I began a frantic search to find a Count Trollula for him. So I spent every single one of my lunch hours hunting down a Count Trollula for more than 2 weeks. I started to despair that I would never find one. It seemed that every time I went to a store and asked for a Count Trollula, I was told that they were sold out. Thank God and the stars that during one of my lunch hour jaunts, I went to a well-known department store and saw one lonely little Count Trollula on a bottom shelf. I grabbed it and held it close to me, fearful that some other desperate parent might try to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. I was unable to relax until Count Trollula was safely wrapped and placed under our tree. I made sure that all other presents were opened before I presented him with this one last gift. I remember his eyes, filled with warmth, joy, and dare I say it, hope.
Lord, this Christmas, let me give more than I take. Lord, this Christmas, let me think more than complain.
I had not realized how much he really wanted this toy. Maybe Count Trollula changed something in him, or maybe in me. It cemented a promise that I would always be around and that maybe, just maybe, we really were a family. I think too many times we're too materialistic when it comes to Christmas, but sometimes it's not what gifts we want. It's what those gifts symbolize to us that makes Christmas what it has always been meant to be. That 5-year-old is now a grown man. I visited with him the other day to make sure everything was all right and he didn't need anything. As he showed me around his place, I saw it. As I stood there looking, he came to me and placed his arm gently around my shoulders. I softly said, I can't believe you still have Count Trollula. Of course, Mom, he said. I will never get rid of Count Trollula. Oh, and here's a picture of Count Trollula that the lady who wrote the story sent in. OP, thank you for sharing your story with us. Most importantly, we all try to find the best gifts possible for our loved ones. And like the author says, sometimes it's not really the gift itself, but what it represents to us. I'm sure for this little boy, it represented stability, family, and hope for the future that this would not be a one-time event. I'm really happy for the picture that was sent in because I could not even begin to picture what a Count Trollula looks like. And apparently, Count Trollula is so ugly, he's cute. Let me know in the comments section if anyone in your life has given you a gift that you still treasure to this day. Or leave me 3 heart emojis for support and so that I know you like stories like this one. Now on to our second story. I grew up in a family of boys. I was the oldest daughter and had 5 younger brothers. The energy in our household was definitely male, and I remember that lots of our family fun centered around male activities, such as camping, fishing, hunting, etc. I have never been a fan of hunting, but I did consider myself a pretty good fisherman. Some of the best memories I have are of our family fishing trips. We always took our fishing boat. My dad won his fishing boat in a raffle where he had purchased 5 tickets. The last one he bought was the winning ticket. So family fishing trips were always the best and always included a ride around the lake. On one of our fishing trips, my mom and I decided to do some exploring while we waited for our turns to take our ride. During our exploration, I found a unique and fascinating item. It was an ugly size 20 shoe. I'd never seen such a thing. It was huge, and I was spellbound by it. My mother asked me to get rid of it, but I begged her so hard to let me keep it. I could not be deterred, and my mother finally relented. My guess is that she thought I would get tired of it and give her the chance to throw it away later. Now, my dad was a hard individual. He had grown up during the Depression and had a 3rd grade education. He was the type of person that never remembered a birthday, anniversary, or even any holidays. I have memories of myself at various ages taking my father to the store and demanding that he buy candy and flowers for my mom, for her birthday, for Valentine's Day, and for their anniversary. Many years later, my mom looked me in the eye and said, I always knew it was your doing. Your father never remembers anything, including his own birthday. So anyway, my dad was not a guy with a mischievous or funny streak. I, on the other hand, I took my size 20 treasure home and promptly hid it. Everyone just forgot about it. But flash forward to Christmas Day. Everyone had opened all their presents, but there was a beautifully wrapped package left under the tree. Everyone was trying to guess who it was for, and to everyone's surprise, I placed this lovely package in my dad's hands. My dad, the guy who never remembered special dates or holidays, just loved getting presents. He seemed just like a kid whenever he had a present to unwrap. He opened this gift with fervor and delight because it was the last one and all eyes were on him. He pulled out my size 20 treasure. I had painted it a lovely shade of blue and orange and had glued fishing lures all over it. I still, to this day, consider it a masterpiece of my very own artistic expression. I wish I had taken a picture of my father's face, awash with shock, confusion, and distress as everyone burst into peals of laughter. My dad grumbled a few choice words under his breath and tossed the shoe back in the box. He was not amused. One of my brothers said, "So, no thank you, Dad?" to more laughter. My dad turned bright red as he embarrassed easily, so I apologized and explained it was just a gag gift. To my ultimate surprise, my dad seemed to learn something from this gift. I noticed that he still never remembered birthdays or anniversaries, but he did make an effort for Christmas. Occasionally, I would receive a fishing pole or maybe a belt with my name on it. I really loved that my dad was trying. One Christmas, we had a huge family get together with lots of aunts, uncles, and cousins. As you can imagine, there was lots of food, festivities, and presents galore. In our family, we always chose one of the younger children to distribute the gifts. I've always loved this tradition as I believe it teaches that child the joy of giving. Amid squeals of delight, I was handed a package with no tag or label on it, so I was unable to tell who it was from. I opened up this rather plain Christmas present, and inside, to my shock, I found my size 20 shoe, painted pink, with fishing lures and G.I. Joes all over it. I turned and looked at my dad's smug face. "Merry Christmas, ho ho ho," he yelled. I dropped the shoe because I was laughing so hard I fell out of my chair, and I could hear one of my brothers yell out, "What? No thank you, Dad?" This is one of my favorite Christmas memories. And before you ask, I no longer have that size 20 shoe. One of my cousins asked if they could gift it to someone in their family, and I lost track of it. Sadly, the shoe is long gone, but I have my sweet, sweet memories to keep me warm. Merry Christmas, Karma, and happy holidays to all. Thank you to the OP, the author that sent me this story. I don't know about you, but I really love stories like this one where what goes around comes back around to bite a practical joker in the buns. I think every family has their own practical joker. In my family, we have 3, so there's never a dull moment. If you would like your story read on my channel, please submit it to karma@karmagetin.com or post to you/Karmagetin on Reddit. All stories will be read anonymously with either initials or descriptions only. And thank you again, Pop's Trading Post, for sponsoring this video. If you would like to place an order through Pop's Trading Post, please use discount code Karmagetin, all caps, for a 20% discount at checkout. That's my time for today, and remember, do something nice today. Help me change the world.
It's not their turn, it's my turn to shine. Like the rays of the sunlight reaching out my arms.
If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Feel free to share with anyone and subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications to not miss any new videos that come out. Thank you so much for all your feedback and support. I'll catch you in the next one. Laters!